Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're here in the kitchen. We got, who would have guessed it? Jordan back with another regional dub. Jordan, what
Oh
place did you
yeah,
get, bro?
we got first place at the Blazing Dominion Remote Duel Regional with Doomz, that back-to-back regional win.
Oh, yeah, if you saw
Oh
it
yeah,
on Nikolai's channel, be there too. He has his profile from that regional there.
yeah.
So how
Um,
many rounds was it today, Jordan, bro?
Today was 8 rounds. I went 7-1. My only loss was to a Cool Tune player who just drew the nuts against me both games when I only had one push, and he ended up losing the last round. So I got to sneak in and get first with better tiebreakers. Um, but yeah, today I played Doomz again. Probably the best pick of the format for me, obviously, but a very strong deck. And I played a 42 card list. But before we get into the list, I want to make a couple shout outs. First and most important, shout out to Justin. Justin has been complaining nonstop about me always talking about playing in remote duel regionals and never actually signing up for them. So I finally signed up for one, and we get first. Of course. Shout out to you, Justin, bro. I had to do it for you. Also, shout out Reese, of course. Reese gets me everything, all the cards I need. Shout out my team, Team Kitchen. I couldn't have done this with any of my teammates. Also, shout out to everybody in the fridge, Chud Supreme, everybody that watched me play in the regional, and all my friends in South Florida.
Beautiful work, man.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into the list, do you remember any of your matchups? Like, what did you see the most in this remote?
Yeah, so my round one was Cool Tune. My round two was the Doomsy Mirror. My round three was Nikolai on Elf Note. My round four was Branded. My round five was Cool Tune again. My round six was Pure Mitsu. My round seven was Cool Tune and I lost. And my round eight was also Cool Tune and I won that. Um, yeah, and I really like the deck. So let's get into the list. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Um, so first off, the tokens. Shout out Billy Bob. Um, anyways, 42 cards. I played 3 copies of Alara, the best starter in the Doomsy deck. I also played 2 copies of Amolf. This card's not as good as Alara, but it's pretty standard to play it at these ratios. It's the same ratios I played from the last regional. 2 Drastia, not 3. I don't like breaking on this card. Like sometimes I open multiples and I'm like mad that this is like multiples of this card, so I don't agree with 3. But one of this guy, I used to play 2, but I kind of realized I don't really need the second one. Like it's nice sometimes, but I felt like that second level one could have been something else, so we cut it down to 1. Played 3 of the Jupretto and 1 of the Vidolium for that little power patron package. These cards are crazy. I love the the ability to make Verudris before really committing into Harmonia. And then I also played the one Regulus, pretty standard. Regulus is the goat. For the power picture spells, I played 2 Terminus instead of 1. I used to play 1. I don't like 3 of this card because I don't think the Jupiter OTK lines are very good. They're super gimmicky for the most part and hard to pull off. I also think this card's really bad in the draw. Like if you start with Jupretto and you search this card and you get drolled, like it feels horrible. So like I only add this like really for like I need this for going first. Like going second, I side this down to 1, just to make Verudris easier. But it is a good card. I mean, it's just I don't think it's a 3 of in this deck. I also played the one Vidolia field spell for the combo. I mean, this card's great. For more Doomsday spell traps, I played 3 copies of Raiders, 3 copies of Change. I'm still on the 2 Adrastia. The second one comes up for me a lot. I really, really like 2 of this card. I actually, ironically, side out the second one going second, but this card comes up for me in the grind game a lot. Like, it's super crazy. Just having the second one to set from decks, so you can equip it to their monster later. Super broken. And then the card that I love to draw, Doomdirk, you have to play it, but you never want to see it. And then the destruction helps you FTK your opponent. That is a crazy, crazy end board piece. But that's it for the engine in the deck. Now for the non-engine. For hand traps, I played 3 copies of Fualos, and I played 2 copies of Droll, and I also played 1 Magnamut. These were the only hand traps I played in the main deck. I went for more of a board breaker approach. I played these 5 because they're super high impact and they force your opponent to end on half boards. And if you're ending against a half board against this deck, I'm probably tearing your half board apart. And then we also played the Magnoit because it allows for me to shuffle my deck after Q, right? And it searches like any of my starters or Drastia. Pretty good. All these cards were great. Next for the rest of my breakers, I played Triple Droplet, Triple Crown, which was honestly one of the best cards in my deck. Triple Phone on the Virtuous. I was not playing this at YCS Columbus, and I regret it. This card is so broken in this deck, and it was amazing today. I really, really loved this card. And then lastly, the talents to sum up at 42. All these cards were great. I really, really, really like these ratios, honestly. The deck felt great. Next, for the extra deck, for the Doomz Exceeders, I played only one Jupiter. I was playing two at the YCS. I played one at the last regional and I got first place at. But I cut it back down to one for space because I wanted to fit the Fallen and the Virtuous back into the deck. And like I said, I don't really believe in the Isfril OTK line. I just don't think it's good. So I just opted to play one for space. I don't think the second one really comes up for me. But it's still a good card to have. Like I think there's playing two is valid if that's the way you like to play the deck. But for me, I'd rather play a different card. I also played two Drastrius, two Graflario, and two Diactorus. Standard, you have to play two of each of these. They all come up. Those cards were great. I also played Dugaris. This is like kind of how you OTK. Basically, you summon Jupiter off Geppetto's effect and attach Doomdirg from your hand to Jupiter. And you can Doomdirg with this, and then Dugaris double the attack and attack directly for game, even through Crown. But playing the Isfril OTK line requires you to play two Jupiter and the Isfril. When I can cut this down to only two slots for an OTK line, and Dugaris has additional utility to be able to revive a monster or draw two discard one. It came up for me at the YCS to draw two discard one. Honestly, I did not summon Dugaris today, but I still think it's a valid card to play. Springen's Merrymaker and Sargus. It's how you search your Regulus, part of your combo end board. Virudris, also part of your end board. I mean, it's Baron de Fleur as a rank 10. I also played Mercurium. We are siding into the Spell Canceller post side because why would we not want to FTK our opponents, especially when there's cards like Super Poly and all these other breakers running around. If I'm in the branded matchup or like Pyramitsu or just any matchup where I'm really worried about them having some crazy breaker like Super Poly, I just go for this line and win the game. It's unwinnable because you end on Mercurium and you also end on Zexal. And this card's crazy in the mirror match, but it's also super crazy in for that Spell Canceller line. Because it makes it so they can't even target the Spell Canceller, so if they draw something like an Imperm, they can only target this. It's just super insane. And then lastly, two Fallen and the Virtuous targets, Albion and Ecclesia. These cards were great. One really cool hidden play about this deck that you can do when you play the Fallen and the Virtuous package is that you can actually shuffle back your Albion, Ecclesia, and Xyz monster like the one of Jupiter, which actually came up for me today at the regional, to summon the big level 12 power patron from your extra deck, the Vidolia. And he's a 5k unaffected by monster effects except power patrons. So that can randomly come up for pushes for game or for anything else, like whether it's recycling your resources or just trying to survive a turn. Next for the side deck, I sided into 3 copies of Ash Blossom for going first. I feel like Ash Blossom is not a high impact enough hand trap into this meta for going second reasons. So I only played the 3 for going first so I could beat Fualos and still do my FDK combos if I draw them, right? I also played 3 Kaijus, 2 Santa Claus, 1 Gamma Seal. The theory behind the 2 Santa Claus is if you draw both of them, they're both live. Otherwise, if it's a Kaiju, you can only give them 1 Kaiju. But honestly, I never drew these cards today. They were good, in testing, but they just didn't come up this regional. But it doesn't mean they're bad. Next, some going first cards. We got the 3 Solemns, Double Accusation, 1 Judgment. I played a Called By to just beat hand traps generically for going first, and it also has random applications in some matchups going second too. But we also played the Spell Cancel and the Premature Burial on the side for the Spell Canceller combo. I FTK'd a bunch of people today with this combo. It was super broken. Also, lastly, Lightning Storm Duster. lets you kind of unravel the branded board or like pure Mitsu, like other matchups where they have a bunch of back row. These cards are great. I love them. Yeah, that's really it. You know?
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Great job. Congratulations again, Jordan. Your second first place regional win. It was
Yep.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Amazing to see. Saw some of your matches. Saw where the big rank 12 pendulum guy came up a couple times for game. You saucing on
Uh-huh.
people, bro.
Yeah.
Amazing to see, dog. All right, man. Any more final words?
um, just shout out to all my teammates, shout out to all my friends, man. I appreciate every one of you guys.
All right, sounds good, man. And where can we see you next? We got a regional
Uh,
in Kissimmee. Are you trying
yeah,
to
we're
take
gonna
that
win
one?
that. Get the three-peat win. You know what I'm saying?
All right, back to back to
It's gonna
back.
be fire. Oh yeah.
All right, man. I'll see you then, bro. Thank you
All right.
again.
Yeah.